There is something I heard today, which was a very inspiring story. It's the story of someone who was asking for emotional help with someone else who channels entities who are of a helpful, what do you say, a helpful temper. This lady had a daughter with an issue with her head. No, she didn't have the daughter, she was pregnant with a baby who had an issue with her head. And the entity, it's so hard to explain. Okay. The entity responded in quite a harsh sounding way to the attempt of that becoming mother, that future mother, who was doing everything she could in order to attract her desired future, which was that her daughter be born, unlike what the doctors were telling her, that she would be full of life and she would be healthy. So she was doing law of attraction things, like Joe Dispenza and other things. And that entity said something along the line of, it's all very well your desired outcome in all this, but what about the fact that the soul of the baby who's going to be born may not want to be alive, or may have a soul contract with the mother to be doing all this and perhaps not being born. So it made me think, the desired outcome when we really want certain things. What if we're not meant to be there? What if, so I'm going to talk about myself now, what if I'm supposed to keep my belly the way it is? And everything I do to shrink it is not pointless, but I've got to wonder, why do I so much want a flat belly? And am I forcing life into an outcome that it's not meant to be? If I trust life, there is a reason for this, etc., etc. So I thought, when after I heard that video, I thought I should really make the most of my belly. It's a shame not to, instead of hiding it, not to show it. I'm getting the cushion out the way there. Sorry, cushion, I didn't mean to kick you. If this was right, I would find pride in it. Pride as in, I would feel confident, I would feel happy that it is here. And naturally, I would accept my body just as it is. And we know that it's not disgraceful looking to everybody. What about if I could accept this and accept my body? What if the fibroid is meant to be there? Why do I want so badly to get rid of it? If I impersonalize what I feel about having the fibroid there, the uterus enlargement. I shouldn't call it a fibroid, it's an enlargement, that's all it is, a muscle growth. What comes to me are the physical, okay, I mustn't narrate as much as do it. I feel like this. That's the sort of sense I feel inside. Narration again. I feel I want to eat my nails out of the nervosity of wanting to go back to having a body which I consider normal, which would therefore make me accepted among my family members in France, who do not accept that I could be wanting to keep this belly. When I go and see them, their first phrase is, "Haven't you had the operation yet?" "No, I haven't. I like it. It's beautiful." Well, no, I don't tell them that. When they say that, I'm like that. Like that. I cannot stand for myself. And that's why it's so hard at times to do those videos, talking to myself about this. And today is particularly difficult because I have felt pretty shitty all day, which is okay. It's okay to feel shitty. I welcome the shitty. It's useful. It's my best teacher today. But what I wanted to do was spend some time with this and feel the emotions, if any, want to come up again, that I feel about it, and share them. Okay, I feel parts of me want to cry. Out of what? What are those tears for? I feel the child in me crying, the child of what I used to be. For having a bellyache that nobody's listening to. But then it's for you, my child, to listen to your belly, not for anybody else. This feeling of sickness, yes. Okay, linking into milk. I've drunk a lot of milk today, which was a little bit old, and it hasn't sat well on my stomach. So I will not do that again. I want to hold my breath in contraction. So to counteract, doing the opposite, opening, and imagining these two the uterus and the bladder, both at peace. Regardless of their state, regardless of their growth, regardless of their size, regardless of how they function, they too feeling at peace. I want to make an observation which was told by my friend healer 2 days ago. He said to me, "Do you like your uterus?" I said, "Well, I used to really dislike it. Now I'm trying to make peace with it and accept it as for it is part of my female body." He said, "Do you like your bladder?" I said, "Actually, my bladder used to piss me off before I used to do urine therapy because I could not let go in public toilets. I could not pee. And I was forever wanting to pee, not daring to ask to go to the toilet when I was little. And so no, I don't like my bladder, but today I do more because urine therapy has made me peaceful about it. He says to me at that point, God tells you not to do urine therapy. And I say, your God is a strange one. I do enjoy urine therapy. He then asks me, do you like handbags? I thought to myself, that's a weird question. Actually, you know what? I don't. I find handbags really annoying. They get in the way, they are not practical. So no, I don't like handbags. He said, your uterus and your bladder are like handbags. They are your bags. You hold things in them. You hold water, you hold the child, if, you know. And I've never thought about that. The relationship between, or the link between a handbag and something like our female internal organs and the bladder. So that's what I wanted to share. Now, going back to the holding of my belly, I keep holding it. What do I want? Do I want to protect it? Do I want it to protect me? Is there a protection that I can talk about or feel? I want to protect it somehow. I know it's ridiculous. I know it's not what it should be. But if it's meant to be there, I'm grateful for it and I want to protect it. I've never listened to my guts or my belly. And it's where often we say intuition comes from the guts. Intuitions. I've always been very non-intuitive. And it comes from something that feels like a short wiring somewhere in the electrical circuits of that communication. But go back to feelings. Right now I feel a little bit of sickness. Yes, I know, I won't drink any more old milk. It's not good. No, I'm sorry. It was eaten old milk. Yes, it's made you feel bad all day, hasn't it? Now, is there any emotion attached to old milk? Anything to do with milk in general? No, not really. I don't get... I feel it. See, when I go here, I feel like a feeling of disgust, of not wanting to be sick, but of maybe a livery feeling of too much of a one fat. Okay. Is there any emotions I could feel, please, as well as physical sensations? Yes, the fact that I need a wee right now, and I might have to interrupt this video. Okay, let's enjoy this feeling of weeing, because that's not a feeling I get anymore. Very often, the sort of sensation of electric sensation that runs along the canal, urethra, with a fibroid, with the uterus being large, I often don't feel the need to pee anymore. It's like it's numbed the connection or the nervous links. It could be my connection to it. Now the feeling of needing a pee has gone. I wanted to share that, was it yesterday? I felt certain things in my abdomen in places, and I wanted to share it because I know someone is particularly interested by any energy sensations in this area. But it was yesterday, I did not record it, and of course it is all gone. So if you wait here, I am going for a pee. Don't go away, Alexandra. It's not going to be too long. And while having a pee, I will think about you and letting go with joy. I am back. It took a bit longer than expected. I could really have taken the camera to the toilet, couldn't I? But this could be going too far. I am not interested in going that far. So now I'm recording on my old phone. This is so funny to have two versions of myself, including this one here. I love technology, I love that. The videoing is brilliant. Why doesn't everybody use it to learn about themselves? I don't know. I can't quite see very much there. Right. Let's do, or be rather. Let's be. What about if I got a stool? This fire is not doing too well. Never mind. It's doing well enough. If I sit down, there's no access to the belly, is there? So we will move that. How long is that? 20 minutes. Oh, the battery is warm. The old Chinese phone, it didn't become so hot. I hope this is not going to catch fire like the electric cars are doing. This is parfait. Oh no, it's not parfait at all, is it? It's still too... Okay, I'll come closer. All right. Still no belly. Look, it's there. Oh, look. Videoing in like proper TV mode is rubbish. There. There's only this one that's working. How can I do that? This is a very exciting video. I bet you've never watched anything as bad as this, Alexandra. I am not going to apologize for the lousiness of this video. This cushion is rubbish at holding my camera. Let's put this piece of wood. We can rely on wood, that's much better than bloody cushions, isn't it? Except it's not going to stand straight, is it? Oh, this is so fucking boring. Oh.